It's the Late Late Show.
Hey, Jerry.
Or maybe it's not the Late Late Show. That depends on whether or not this is going to be posted today or posted next Friday. What do you think?
I say we post it today and boost it. Well, depends how good the show is, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have a vote at the end of the show between the two of us.
Yep.
a vote. Maybe we'll do the vote.
Got the first burp on
the air. Well, that didn't take long, did it?
Nope.
I am in Boston, Massachusetts.
Nah.
Do yourself a favor. Don't touch the wires.
Yeah, don't touch them wires there, Jerry. That's a crazy place to be. Yeah, wicked cool.
And you are in our nation's capital.
Yep, so, I'm in Washington, D.C., the land of suits.
They have lots of statues there.
They've got lots of fucking suits here.
That's a suit city?
It is a major suit city. The fashion industry, has kind of went away from suits. Not here. Everybody wears a fucking suit and looks important. Or tries to look important.
Is there tennis shoes with the suit?
Yeah. And layers and layers. That's the other thing here. Lots of scarves. Saw a lady setting up one of those little stands. You know how they normally sell jewelry and crap on the streets?
Yeah.
She had a scarf stand of knockoff scarves right outside the FBI building. I'm thinking, they really don't care.
Scarves to me are an indication of douchebaggery.
Indeed.
Kind of. I do know a few people who wear scarves over the years that aren't douchebags, but they're in the minority. Paul Garucki. He wears a scarf. He's in the minority. He's not a douchebag. But there's a lot of people that wear scarves that just turn out to be real jackasses.
Well, I wear a scarf sometimes, but...
See? You're a jackass half the time. That's why.
I'm a douchebag.
Is that a beer?
He sure is. It's beer 30.
It is beer 30 in your world. Hey, you're in Washington, and I have something related to Washington.
Okay, cool.
I have a little topic I like to call Area 51.
Okay.
Area 51 has been a secret forever, right?
Right.
So our friend Dave Sheldon told me, and I'm sorry if I'm going to steal one of the topics Dave would talk about. He wouldn't remember. But anyway, he told me that they recently released like all kinds of documentation for Area 51. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that this is a lie. I'm sure this is not true. I'm not a lie. Dave's not going to lie about something, but he's saying, and they acknowledged that there were aliens. And I'm thinking, well, I didn't hear that part. But let's pretend that's true.
Okay.
Let's pretend that they came out and said, "Yep, we've got Area 51. We got a couple of dead alien bodies and we got some phasers from the Enterprise, and we've got a lightsaber." And all of that's true. You know what's going to happen with the conspiracy theorists?
What?
They're gonna turn around and they're going to say, "Yeah, sure, it's true." That's what the whole thing is. They'll come out one day and they're going to say, "Yes, there are aliens, and here's all the proof." And then all of those people are going to turn around and go, "No, it's not. You're still lying to us. There is no aliens."
He was telling me telling me today that if you look at pictures of Barack Obama when he first started and now look at him, how much gray he has, it's all because of the stress level. And he said you and him were talking about that. So go ahead, proceed. Yeah.
I'm going to proceed right into where Dave was trying to steal my bit. That's what's going on over there. Because I was telling him, I said something about, look, I said we're looking at somebody in the media or somewhere. I go, yeah, it looks like a president, after they tell them the aliens exist, and then all of a sudden their hair is gray and their face is droopy.
And, oh, yeah, here's your little book of secrets, too. Read this, and then talk to me tomorrow.
Yeah, and they come back 10 years older because they're all stressed out. He had some good lines on there, too, about that, though. He was saying, yeah, Mr. President, I've got a few things to tell you. The aliens do exist, and and Jesus is real. He came back, but the aliens killed him. So, I'm like, oh, that's funny, Dave.
Oh, and they flew in on a ship that looked like the Toyota symbol.
Did they? I don't even know what that looks like. I don't get that joke because I can't remember what the symbol looks like.
Oh no!
And I'm at the auto show this week.
Well, I don't know if they flew it at yours, but over Toyota they've got their giant logo flown like on an angle above their booth, and it looks like an alien spacecraft.
I'm going to notice that in a couple hours when I go over there to push some buttons.
Woohoo!
That's what I'll be looking for, too. But that's my topic called Area 51, Sure It's True.
Nice.
But I'm sure you have a lot of things to tell us this week, don't you, on You Name It, Davin?
Oh, yeah, I got a bunch. Hey, so David Bowie passed away, right?
Yes, sadly.
Sadly. Are you a big fan of The Breakfast Club?
Yeah, everybody is.
Okay.
My age.
Here's my topic. David Bowie dies and The Breakfast Club. It kind of sounds like ordering a breakfast at a Waffle House. That was one of my topics. And what it is I was watching The Breakfast Club the other day, and the opening scene is a quote from David Bowie from one of his songs.
Yes.
Do you know which one it is?
The children that you spit on who are trying to change their world are immune to your, immune to your something. They're quite aware of what they're going through.
Exactly.
It's from Changes. I don't know what that word is. They're immune to your consultations.
Consultations, right.
All right. Yes, the famous Bowie young guy quote.
But that's how that thing starts out. And I noticed another thing in Breakfast Club, too. If you watch, this is what I do. I'm in the hotel rooms and I'm watching movies, and I'm watching them so many times that I figure out stupid shit about it. If you watch that movie, you'll notice that when they do the starring roles, they have in big parentheses, in alphabetical order, Emilio Estevez, and then they run through all the people. And I think it's probably one of those that to appease all these stars that we have in this movie, because Molly Ringwald's in it and all this other shit, that the only way to appease them all and not piss any of them off is we got to do it in alphabetical order.
Yeah, I think that's what happens sometimes.
Do they still do that anymore?
I think it's up to the production itself. They'll choose whether or not they give an actor top billing, or if they make sometimes the actors themselves will wrangle between them, like, I'm Harrison Ford, I want to be first. Yes, but I'm John Cleese, and I'm famous too. And all right, well, you go first because I know I'm better than you anyway.
And they fight back and forth with each other like a bunch of pissy women.
Yeah, because they want to be first.
Lovely.
But but Emilio Estevez was probably no, he may not have been a bigger star then. Molly Ringwald was probably the biggest one out of the group at the time.
Well,
didn't she already do 16 Candles and stuff by then?
Yep, she did that. But wasn't he in that one where they were St. Elmo's Fire? Right before that one?
Who, Emilio or Judd Nelson?
Oh, both of them. Weren't they?
That happened after. That was like their college. Yeah, that was like their college years for the Brat Pack, with Rob Lowe and Judd Nelson and those people.
Those fuckers. And then Emilio Estevez goes on he goes on to be the coach of the Mighty Ducks. Woohoo!
Yeah, he's a family man.
Really, when you read the script, you just signed up for that one because it was from Disney. You saw Disney and a movie, and they're going to pay the bill.
Yeah, he's probably like the only guy they could find who could skate.
Well, that's like I love how people get excited when I was doing camera. It's like, oh, I'm working for ESPN. ESPN is the extra slow paying network. You don't want to work for them. It takes forever to get fucking paid.
That was a jump.
Oh, I know.
You just slid from Emilio Estevez right to your job, to a job-related complaint. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay. Should I get back on topic then?
Maybe try and stay in your lane a little bit, would you? I'm just kidding.
Okay, here, I got a lane for you. Okay, so you know how deaths come in 3. We're going back to the death thing.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone says celebrities die in 3, and the third celebrity, who's really a non-celebrity, passed away, was the guy who played Grizzly Adams, and all the teeny bop. Nobody knows who the fuck we're talking about. I don't even know the guy's name, so I don't really count him.
His name's Dan Haggerty.
Is it? Okay, so he passed away. So that's number 3, because you had Lemmy, you had David Bowie, and now you got this guy. But I had a friend on Facebook who is a news reporter in one of the cities in Ohio that starts with C. Because Ohio, Ohio's really simple. They go like A, B, C. Oh, we'll stop with C and name it after C. So you got Cleveland, Columbus, Canton. There's a
Cincinnati.
bunch. Cincinnati. There's a bunch of them. Kind of like Corey's from Ohio. Corey, his name starts with a C. They just got simple. Ohio's a simple
Who's Corey?
state.
The listeners don't know who Corey is.
We've talked about Corey before, one of our LED guys.
But not on this show.
So anyway, Corey must be simple because he's from Ohio. Plus, and Toledo, Dave was trying to tell me, well, Toledo doesn't start with a C. Well, Toledo's just like the backwash from the Detroit River, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway,
that's true.
Back to topic.
Back to Cleveland or wherever the guys have your friends in the media.
Yeah, okay. She's in the media. She's on a news station, and she posted that Bob Denver died.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up when you said nobody else did.
And the thing is, when you read the article that she brought up and posted on her Facebook page, Bob Denver died in 2005.
Oh, did he?
And nobody.
I thought it might have been a mistake.
Yeah,
when I saw it.
Well, she posted it as if it was real, like it just happened now, and I didn't read it, so I reposted it. Rest in peace, Bob Denver. And then I read the article, and somebody pointed out to me that he died in 2005, and I'm like, well, nobody gave a shit about him in 2005, I guess, and nobody realized that the guy died. And
Davin, you're a genius. You're a genius. Do you know why?
Why?
Because in the regular vein of our show titles, now you've just given us a reason to title this show, Bob Denver Died Again.
Exactly. I know.
Just like Samuel Jackson. We've done that one. We did Samuel Jackson Died, then we did Samuel Jackson Died Again. Now we can do Bob Denver Died Again.
So I posted on Facebook, and then everyone said, well, he really died in 2005. And then there was a bunch of people saying, rest in peace, Bob Denver. Oh, my God, all these celebrities dying at once. And everyone's freaking out about it. And it's gone viral on Facebook that Bob Denver died. Well, he died in 2005. So
I know.
The best one, the time when I finally decided to erase the post was when one of my friends said, well, Facebook wasn't invented in 2005, so it's got to be real.
Someone said that?
Yes. So I'm like, man, that's a reason to unfriend that person right away.
You know what? Tell me that person's name so I can friend them and then unfriend them.
Well, Facebook wasn't around then, so it's got to be true. What? So anyway, that got me thinking. Okay, so we're getting our news and all this information, and these are people that think that the news is real and not manipulated and everything. We're getting our news from news reporters, and this news reporter posted something that was 11 years old now, and everyone thought because it's coming from her, it must be real. So I started to go through the progression of how someone evolves or progresses into becoming an anchor on a news station. So I've got a bunch of bullet points. I wrote all this stuff down, so you got to bear with me a little bit.
No, I'm good. I'll just listen here.
Okay. So the first question when you're deciding what you want to do is, are you cute or are you ugly? Okay. If you're cute, you're going to pursue TV. If you're ugly, you end up on the radio station. Okay.
True. Yeah. Just like me.
First step for a cute girl on TV news. I want to be a news person. They make her the lottery girl. It's not that difficult. Okay. You're going to get some camera time. You get to play with balls just like when you were the prom queen at prom night.
There it is.
Yep. You get to read some you got to read some numbers, but you only have to count to 6 because you have to be able to pull out 6 balls. Okay?
Oh, right.
So now you're the lottery girl. And you're getting some good FaceTime on the news. And here's what happens. The traffic girl gets a gig with Sky Vodka. And then she can also pursue her porn career as a side job. So now a position opens up.
Oh God, here we go. This is just the misogynist segment. It's just Davin's women hating segment.
No. So now you move up the ladder. Now you have to learn bigger numbers over 6, like, expressway names like I-94 and 696. And then they teach you how not to laugh when you mention exit 69 and Big Beaver Road. And
for Detroit,
And then you have to deal with the gay chopper guy who fake hits on you because it's more acceptable in the ratings. And eventually he's going to become your co-host, which is foreshadowing.
Which is foreshadowing.
It is.
Wait, let's tally up your attacks so far. You've attacked women and you've attacked homosexuals. Let's see where it goes.
Oh yeah, it's continuing. So next up, the weather girl is fucking the staff meteorologist, okay? And it's all caught on camera, mistakenly left on. So they settle out of court, and she gets a big lump sum. So now another position opens. So there's that scenario.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can help you out here. Who left the camera on? The Muslim camera guy or the Jew?
I think it was a black union guy.
I don't know. I feel like I'm listening to Archie Bunker's ideas on the media.
So that could be this scenario, or here's the other scenario: is the normal weather guys don't want to work on Labor Day weekend, so you get an opportunity to be the weather girl on the weekend. Okay, so they teach you what a cloud is. Okay, once again, you're now learning numbers that are more than 6, but now end in Fahrenheit. So you have to learn that word Fahrenheit.
Okay, I just can't believe this.
Then you have to learn how to act in front of this green screen and point at things that flow, shift, and move. Once again, you're using your skills that you learned prom night. You realize that the jet stream is very different from a golden shower.
Oh, God. Who has golden showers on their prom night? Let's go to my house. My parents are gone, and you can give me a golden shower.
Well, one more thing you learn as the weather girl, new and up and coming, is you learn to read the prompter. And this isn't that difficult for you because your therapist has given you the basic training and the OCD meds and your bipolar disorder. You're used to seeing other things and having other voices in your head already. So this makes you a perfect candidate for the weather person.
That's probably the most intelligent thing you've said so far.
Well, thanks. So the next step is the news reporter, and here's what happens. So if you watch any news station, here's how the news reporters break down. You got the black homo guy.
Okay.
Then you got the cute blonde.
You could have made that. You could have said the black homosexual guy, but you just had to go homo.
Homo, yeah.
But anyway,
so you got the black homo guy. Then you got the cute blonde who does all the public fucking bullshit interest stories.
Okay.
Then you've got the guy with the English accent, and he's the on the spot breaking news. Oh my God, there's a fire! That guy. Then you got the white, bland business reporter talking about the stock exchange and the business report and all that shit. So, the blonde who does the public interest stuff poses in Playboy and takes a trainer position at Hooters. A spot opens up. So now, your weather girl position, now you move up. You're moving up the food chain. This is working great.
Yeah.
You got that job now. HDTV comes out, and more people are tuning out after the weather girl and after the traffic girl. They're not watching the anchor anymore. So they start looking at the anchor. The anchor's a 54-year-old female, and they decide, you know what? She's got seniority. We're going to promote her to senior correspondent and put her on a fucking desk. So she eventually, after her fourth facelift and can't be on HDTV anymore, gets pushed aside. So now the opportunity to move up to anchor arises. Here's what happens when you become an anchor. You've got different options moving from there. You can continue to be an anchor for your entire news career, or you can go do a TV talk show. Now, from the TV talk show position, you could either be an edgy politician like Jerry Springer, or you can move on to be a game show host, maybe, read cards on Family Feud, and then maybe go do a beauty pageant and read the card wrong and fuck your career up. Or you can go and own a radio station and a network and buy Weight Watchers, kind of like Oprah. So bottom line is, this is the progression of where we're getting our news. There's other outlets out there, people. Look. It's not just Facebook. It's not just newscasting. So there's my rant.
We got to the end of the story, and there was no real moral to it, was there?
No, there wasn't. Basically, Bob Denver died 11 years ago.
The story was riveting, but there was really anticlimactic.
I know.
Let's see if we could sum it up in a little one-sentence review of that story.
Okay, go ahead.
The people who do your news are know-nothing idiots.
Correct.
Okay. There we go. That's beautiful.
Oh, Jerry. Go ahead and give me a topic.
Oh, man. Let me see. I got to get off the texts here. Lisa was texting me during the show.
And you were zoning out because I just kept rambling on.
No, I listened to everything you had to say. I heard all of it, and I decided I might have to change the title of the show from Bob Denver Died Again to Davin's Sexist, Racist Rant on the Media. Just because I think a lot of people might listen to that way.
I think I hit the nail on the head on a few of those.
We'll just have to wait for the feedback on that.
There's never any feedback on our show. Come on. People don't even listen.
There's a couple things going on here in Boston.
Okay, go ahead.
One of them is we have the cosplay people here.
Oh, I remember those freaks.
Yeah, but I can't figure out what they're doing now because I saw Superwoman, and then I saw a wizard, and then I saw a guy who had a suit of armor made out of Pabst Blue Ribbon cases. And then I just saw a guy with like a pair of pajamas on, with a Dixie cup with pipe cleaners coming out of it on top of his head. And I started to realize this cosplay stuff used to be about getting in costume of your favorite cartoons or, superheroes or whatever. And now it's turned into just dressing like an idiot, like your own avatar that you made for Second Life. That you cobbled together, some stupid looking thing that you made yourself. So now cosplay is no longer, is this what I'm getting? Is cosplay is no longer about portraying a superhero or legendary figure in media or literature. It's now about just being you online. You say what it is? Hey, what are you supposed to be? Well, I'm me. I'm my Second Life avatar. Tomorrow I'm going to come dressed up as my Warcraft character that I created and modded to look like the Joker's face on top. It's just all this shit's now. It's just a blender full of bullshit, this whole cosplay thing. So it's pissing me off. Now you're just wasting our time.
Are they staying at your hotel or are they at the Westin?
They're at the Westin across the street. And we were eating lunch today, and they were singing in the hallways like a giant orchestra of nerds were singing in the hallway. And it was sort of beautiful. But they had like a penny whistle, and they had a full orchestra of sopranos and baritones. They were all pretty. They did a lot better than like a high school orchestra.
Nice.
It's still stupid.
We were walking back, and there was a guy that had an electric violin, and he's playing in front of the FBI headquarters right here, getting money. Yes. And Dave looked at me and goes, "Is he actually playing what I think he's playing?" And he was playing Britney Spears' "Oops, I Did It Again." I'm thinking,
I'd give him money for that. Are you kidding me?
Electric violin. I mean, that's awesome.
Oops, I did it again.
Now, if you can do that on sitar,
I'd like that guy better than fucking Dixie Cup pipe cleaner, dude. At least he had some talent.
I made it a mission this trip. I'm not giving bums any money. I had a guy come up to me.
Really?
Yeah, ask for a cigarette. He was very polite, Indian guy. "Excuse me, sir. Is there any way I could possibly get a cigarette from you?" I looked at him. I looked him up and down, and I just said, "No," and walked away.
Yeah. Nope. I haven't been asked for a cigarette since, and I've cut down on smoking quite a bit. I think I only smoke maybe twice a day now, just walking over. But I still haven't been asked yet this year, and I've been saving mine because I was waiting for him to come up and go, now all of a sudden we're close to the end of January, but I was thinking this is the perfect time to say this to him. I can't let you have a cigarette because this is my last pack. I'm quitting smoking as my New Year's resolution, and I need to finish this pack.
Yep. Don't take that away from me.
If I take one out of it, if I take one out of it, you're taking away one of my very last cigarettes. Sit there and talk to him like that. See how long they'll stay.
Oh.
They'll just stare at you and walk away because you're too irritating to listen to.
Start asking them questions about their life.
I don't want to know about it. Because they'll have a story. You already know that. They'll have so much of a story. We got to find a different way to do it.
I had a Greenpeace.
We got to make them uncomfortable.
I had a Greenpeace lady come up to me and she goes, "Oh, I see you care about the environment because you threw your receipt from Walgreens into the recycle bin." I pull out a cigarette, I light it, and I go, "Yeah, right." And I walked away. Right. You can tell that because I threw my receipt away, honey. Go get a clue.
That's funny. Maybe the whole key is to make them more uncomfortable than they're making you. So, like, if the guy comes up to me and says, or maybe a woman would be better, comes up to me and says, "Hey man, do you have any change so I can get something to eat?" Then you can go, "No, but I do have a giant boil on my taint." Where are you going? You're making this sound terrible. You're walking and slamming cupboards around?
No.
Like we're in your house now?
I'm getting another beer.
That was way too loud.
Oh, sorry. I had to get a beer.
How are we supposed to enjoy my boil and taint joke if you're slamming cupboards?
That is good, though. I've got a boil on my taint.
No, I don't have any money for you, but I do have a boil on my taint.
And hepatitis C.
Can I get a smoke from you? No, I have hepatitis C and I don't want to kill you.
You ever get that raw chafing? Just start talking to him about weird shit. Oh, I wanted to ask you too because I stopped at Walgreens today. Is it gay? This is the gay or not. Is it gay that I went and bought cuticle trimmers because I left mine back at my house?
I don't know what to say about that. Cuticle trimmers. Is there such? I don't even know what they are. I don't have any.
Oh no, it's like a little blade thing. They're like $10. It's from Revlon, and you know how the skin on over your nails like starts building up.
Yeah, mine doesn't. Maybe that's why.
You're not normal. You're an alien, Jerry.
I'm not, because I don't have any hang nails, and it's just like it looks like a picture perfect. I could be a hand model.
Oh, the president is losing gray hairs over you because you're an alien. You don't have cuticles. Anyway,
I don't have anything like that. So that's why I'm mystified. Kind of like when someone tells me about something called a haircut. I don't know what that is either.
Just put on a scarf and go get your nails done, Jerry.
You're supposed to say, put your scarf on, douchebag, and your nails cut. Yeah, so you bought cuticle. I don't know. I'm not in that world, so I couldn't tell you. I couldn't advise you on whether or not you should feel like going to see a musical now or not.
See, the problem is now I go in the women's section with all the nail colors and all that stuff, and I'm like the only guy in there with a 12-pack of Yingling and walking around looking for cuticle trimmers. And everyone's looking at me like, what is a guy doing up in here? And then I'm like, well,
I know.
While I'm up there, it's like, you know what? Lip balm. I could use some lip balm. Oh, and Q-tips. I need more Q-tips. Why do they fuck you on the travel sizes, by the way?
I don't know, but I can tell you what they call a guy like you in the pharmacy like that?
A fucker.
A creep. They call you a creep. You're standing around in the aisle with your box of booze and trying to hit on the girls buying makeup.
I'm a metrosexual.
Hey, look. Oh, you know what I need this lip balm for, baby? For kissing you. I'm going to kiss you all over the place with my lip balm and my cuticle trimmers. That's me.
You know what would look good on you? Me.
Yeah, right. Just a whole bunch of creep words coming out of your mouth.
Creepy bald guy standing in the women's nail polish section. But Yeah,
Hey, lady, you know where they keep all the giant penis items?
That'd be on the lower floor.
Maybe, yeah.
I was looking at this vaginal secretion stuff, and I'm trying to figure out, does this work? Does this work on armpits?
I noticed this lube, lady. Do me a favor and tell me, in your experience, when you see a handsome bald man with a huge giant horse penis, would this stuff work for you? God.
I would be that guy.
You would be. You are that guy.
I know. I'm scary.
You just told us. Hey, you know who else is an asshole besides that guy?
Who?
The guy behind me on the plane coming into wherever I flew a plane to last.
Boston.
Coming into Boston. Our lives suck so bad we don't even know where we're at.
I don't even know. I had to ask you what day it was. I didn't realize we missed our deadline for Friday. Didn't even fucking realize it because I thought it was still like Wednesday or Thursday. You lose track of days and all kinds of shit. Go ahead.
Well, when you work every day, it's meaningless anymore. But anyway, pump the brakes, Jerry. Anyway, so I'm on the Delta flight, and I'm on the new plane that has all of the screens in the back of the seats where you could watch 200 different movies and all this fun stuff. You could see the live TV, and the worst one of all, you could play games.
Oh, God, he's tapping your fucking seat. I know where you're going with this one because I've had it before. It's like, fuck. What was he doing, the trivia game?
This. And it's just freaking, it's shoving my seat forward with every press of his button, whether he's playing Tiger Woods golf or trivia game, I don't know. But whatever it was, I just kept thinking to myself, hurry up and lose.
Stop with your winning, you fuck. Oh.
Yeah, they should never have put the games on those things because now you're just getting flicked in the back of the head like by a bully the entire flight.
On my flight back from CES, I'm sitting in an exit row and I'm sitting on the aisle and there's this Polish woman sitting at the window and there's a seat in between us and I've got my one earbud out so I can listen to the stupid announcements.
Can I ask how you knew she's Polish?
Because she looks over at me and she goes, "Excuse me, that is very..." I'm doing a Russian accent, but she goes, "That is very loud."
Yeah. "Excuse me, that is very loud radio you got in your ear."
So I'm like, "Oh,
I just did a French Russian." So
I said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I put the earbud in and didn't give a fuck.
Is that it?
That's it. That's all I got.
I had more.
No, I had to do the long pause to see what you said.
No. Thank you again for the giant brick wall we just ran into.
That was it, Jerry. I did end up swapping seats with the guy behind me because he wanted to sit by his wife, and the minute he decides to sit by his wife, fucking puts his headphones on. It's like, well, you don't even need to sit together. She's playing on her fucking Kindle, and you're fucking got your head. Why are you sitting together? It doesn't fucking matter. Why am I now sitting in a middle seat so you can sit with your fucking wife?
Why would you ever do that? I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for that question to be asked to me, and I'm never, ever, unless it's my own family member asking me, I'm never sitting in a middle seat for somebody else. No, I'm sorry.
I paid for this seat, and I'm not sitting on a 3.5-hour flight in the middle.
Why did you do it? I would have never done that.
I don't know.
It would have to be like the Pope asking me. The Pope would come up and in his German voice ask me politely to... I'd sit in the middle seat for him, and I'd be like, all right, put a word in for me, and I'll sit there for a while.
Maybe I think it's because the Polish girl pissed me off, and I figured she was going to be a pain in the ass the whole flight. If she's complaining about my headphones being too loud or my earbuds, then she's a fucking piece of work.
Wait a minute. Were you in a middle seat to start with?
No, I was on an aisle seat.
Yeah, screw that, then. That's crazy talk.
Stupid people. And then all I heard today was Dave complaining about his trip where he had to fly through JFK and get his luggage and blah, 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 and moving his luggage.
Why do you have to get... Was he on two different airlines?
I don't know. You know, Dave, when he talks, you just kind of look at his voice and his mouth moves, and you just kind of tune out.
Even though I'm pretty sure that was a mistake that you said, it still kind of fits perfectly. When Dave talks, I just look at his voice.
It's true though, because he just keeps going and new topics, and it's like at some point he's on a roll. You don't want to stop him from his roll because he's like getting out his aggression and he's like getting in a happier mood. But
Dave's a very entertaining guy. So I don't want, because Dave's going to listen to this, and I don't want him to think that we're beating up on him. It's more like just fun poking. But he does have a way of doing like a conversation octopus to you. There's like 8 different arms wrapped around you, talking about 8 different things all at the same time.
Sometimes it gets difficult to follow, too, you know?
Well, yeah, the octopus.
Woo!
He knows exactly where he's going, but he's got one tentacle over your shoulder that's telling you how bad the government is, and then he's got another one over the other shoulder telling you that music these days sucks because no one's actually playing it.
Oh.
Somehow or another, that big blob in the middle is coming together and it's making some kind of sense, but you really have to figure it all out. It's a whole the whole thing about Dave is that every conversation with Dave is a giant event because it's like going to see a show. It's just it's amazing.
And eventually it all comes full circle, but waiting for that full circle part just takes a while sometimes.
Yeah, but you're pretty fulfilled in the end afterwards.
It's true. He does come up with some great theories and consultations.
Yep,
and he's not immune to where he's going to. Changes.
You have an opportunity, though, too. If we end up doing the other recording this week, you could throw him in on your side.
That's true.
Because he's got recording gear with him.
Yeah.
And then all of our listeners would be able to enjoy the beauty that is Dave Sheldon.
He does have some good conspiracy theories.
Yeah, and you know what he could do, too? He probably has a guitar with him. He could probably play us into an intro or into the show.
That'd be fun for my neighbors and all the people.
Yeah, at least not going to jam it out, but it would be kind of cool. So consider that.
Okay. I'll talk to him about it. Let's see if we piss him off after he listens to this show first.
Yeah. Pretty soon he's not returning any call. He doesn't show up to work or anything.
I'm just not going to show up.
Fuck you, Jerry. You suck. I thought you were my friend.
Oh,
you just called me an octopus.
He's been pointing out these American eagles that are on all these buildings and stuff, and in different locations. And he brought up a picture. It's the Nazi eagle without the little swastika on the bottom, but you look at some of the building architecture, and it's that same freaking eagle. Like, maybe he's really onto something.
I'm sure that eagle is somewhere in architecture before the Nazis wrecked it, too. So it could be like part of classic Roman architecture that the Nazis went by. Because it would be like going around saying, you know who else had pillars on their buildings? The Nazis had pillars on their buildings, too.
Right, and there's a Masonic temple right outside our hotel. And he was counting the gargoyles. There's supposed to be 33. I'm like, why do you know this and why do you care? And so he's counting all that stuff, and we're looking at building architecture a little more now that we're walking to work, because Dave keeps talking and I keep looking at architecture. And I'm a simple guy, you know. I wear American Eagle jeans because I like the way they fit, and they've got the little American Eagle in the band.
Okay.
But they're made in Guatemala.
Yeah.
America. That's all I got to say is America. I just wanted to get America in there somehow.
Oh, don't tell me this is where that one ends, too.
That's where that one ends.
Oh, man, you're killing me with the brick walls today.
I know.
You're going somewhere.
We got to do a shout-out to John Kivy and Hobbs, Mike Hobbs. They're
hey, guys.
New listeners.
I love those guys.
Actually, I had to load programs on their phone so they can get it. So after this show, they probably won't listen ever again.
Oh, and Jeff, too. Jeff, I don't know how to say his last name. Blevernicht? Whatever his name is.
He's listening now, too?
Yeah, he just subscribed today.
Oh, awesome. Hey, Jeff. How's it going, brother?
Yeah, I don't know if he'll listen, but he just did. He did laugh at the show title. I go, look at the show titles. It's what's his name? Who's the magician we just talked about? David Copperfield might be a pervert, and he's going, hey, that's good.
Oh, I was looking.
Babies are stupid.
I was looking at some of the ones that promoted and the reach that we got. What was that gay pizza? The gay pizza one? You must have promoted the shit out of that one.
No, we actually didn't. That one, we should just do another one titled Gay Pizza Cake, because that one has like 1,000 listeners just on its own episode.
There was a 25,000 person reach on that one on the Facebook diagnostics that came back. I'm like, 25,000 people saw Gay Pizza Cakes and only 1,000 downloaded. It's not a great percentage, but
I don't know. But you know what they look for? As you well know, see, now we're ruining it for the listener, but what happens is it's 0.1% is for advertising. Mm-hmm. So what would 0.1% of 25,000 be? I think we beat it.
Yeah. Actually,
so I'm going to tell you how many listeners listened to that episode now.
Yeah. Can you tell how many countries we're in now? Because I remember we were in 36.
I could in a second. But okay. I'm hoping that my computer won't knock us out of, like, if I start clicking, it doesn't kill our connection.
Well,
I don't know. How long ago was Gay Pizza Cake anyway?
Oh, God, it was.
Oh, there it is.
Back in the 30s, I think, episode.
Oh, no, we don't have that many for Gay Pizza Cake at all. We don't even have 500 on that episode.
Well, on that reach, on the Facebook reach, though, it showed 25,000, I think. Something ridiculous. And I'm like, why? They must have boosted that one. So
hey, that actually makes sense, though, because we have like 250 something for that one episode. But I remember that one being popular at the time. I think maybe we got like 250 downloads that day or something like that.
Oh, shit. Hey, did you see the paraplegic pig?
No.
It's one of my show topics. Somebody posted this news anchor, since we were talking about news earlier, could not stop laughing at this pig's name. And what it is it's this pig that has no back legs that they made a little rolling cart for, and they bring them to paraplegic kids centers, and the kids love the pig. Are you ready for the pig name?
Yes.
Chris P. Bacon.
Okay. All right. That was dumb. 74 countries we're in.
74 now. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't imagine who would be stumbling across this show and listening to it in Ghana and Tunisia.
It's the same guys that are making my jeans.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
in the Sudan. It's hilarious. We got one Palestinian listener.
Oh, that's cool.
That's funny. All right, let me see. Another topic. I'm in Boston, and my topic is I do not like lobster.
Okay.
What do you think of that? Because we're in Boston. Everybody keeps asking me, did you go down and get some lobster? No, I didn't, because I don't like to eat. I don't like to work. I don't like to burn more calories trying to get the food out of there than I'm eating, you know?
It is tough. You gotta... Yeah, when they give you a hammer to eat your meal.
There's work involved when you get a hammer to eat your dinner. But the other thing I don't like is that, see, crab legs are pretty easy because you crack them open and there they are, and sometimes you get the plasticky ligament that you can just pull away.
Right.
And it all seems very clean. But if you get a lobster that they slap down on your plate, like you eat the whole lobster thing, every piece of meat in there, it's got some kind of guts and goo all over it.
It is a dirty little thing that swims around in this. Ugh. It's
a giant bug that you're eating that's got a whole bunch of weird bug guts all over the good meat. Yeah. You can, and I don't like the taste of the meat that much anyway. I like crab meat better. Someone's going to say, it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. It tastes different.
Do you like shrimp?
No.
No, you don't.
I'm mad at shrimp now too. I hate shrimp.
I've always wanted to see like how shrimp look in the sea when they're swimming, because in the supermarket, it's like, how the fuck does this thing exist? You know, there's that part, and then there's the mud vein. Let's call it the mud vein. Yeah. It's the fucking shit tube for the fucking shrimp.
It is. It's the shit tube. It's exactly what it is. Let me see what
it's like. Bumpy. Looks like. It's like bumpy air. Let's call it bumpy air because we don't want to say turbulence and freak people out. It's a fucking shit tube for shrimp. It's called a mud vein.
I'm going to look up a picture of a shrimp.
Actually swimming?
Just of shrimp. I'll see what it comes up with. Yeah, they look like little lobsters without the big claws.
Yep. And I used to think calamari, okay, I know it's octopus or whatever.
You pronounced it wrong. It's pronounced
calamari. I used to think that was like the tentacles cut, sliced. It's the actual fucking head of the octopus. That's how they get the rings.
What?
Think about it, Jerry.
I'm looking at a picture of the calamari. Oh, you think it's just the sliced elf hat of the octopus?
It's the sliced head, like the penis head.
I mean, the squid head of the.
Yeah, that's how
the phallic-looking elf hat of the squid.
Exactly, that's what they're slicing up.
It's not the tentacles?
No, occasionally you'll get some tentacles in it. But I always used to think it was like the suction cups on really big ones, but no, it's the fucking head. They just chop that fucker up, bread it.
What, they dump the brains out of it and just chop up the head meat.
Yep.
You know, and I eat that.
You're eating head meat.
I eat that shit too. Yeah. Lisa loves that stuff, and I'll sit and eat that stuff.
And now you know where it comes from. The head meat.
It doesn't tell you, like in Wikipedia. It just says it consists of batter-coated deep-fried squid, fried for less than 2 minutes to prevent toughness. It's served plain with salt and lemon on the side. It doesn't say squid head meat. That's what it should say.
That's what it is.
You can see a calamari recipe right here to see if it indicates, if, like, say you bought a squid and you wanted to do this yourself.
How do I prepare fresh calamari?
Yeah, let's see. I'll come on with the pop-ups. Why do you gotta have pop-ups on your phone now?
I know.
So stupid. Back to calamari recipe, because you try and hit the pop-ups and they move under your finger.
Oh boy!
Holy shit! Is this thing pissing me off? Because it's hiding it's got a big box that's hiding the thing, the ingredients. It says get 12 squid cleaned and sliced into rings.
Sliced into rings. Okay, so
that doesn't make any sense.
How do you get the rings? It's the fucking head.
I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to do it, but we could always find a YouTube video of how to prepare calamari. But if we were in a regular studio, our assistant would have already pulled up the YouTube video so we could hear them go, grab the elf hat and slice it into rings for the tenderest of squid head meat.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about that. When we get an assistant finally, can they be a midget? Can we get a little guy running around? Either that or...
Okay, let's see.
Or maybe Peppy.
Have you not? Have you hit every single race, sex, and ethnicity on this show? What's going on with this show?
That's the whole point.
and everything that's wrong. Can I get a gimp to come around here and be a gimp?
Well, I talked about the gimp pig. So I guess I covered that.
It was a paraplegic pig.
Yeah, named Chris P. Bacon.
Yes. When we get famous and we have assistants, I'm going to use those assistants to keep warm on cold days by burning them in the studio. What do you think? Throw another assistant on the fire.
That'd work.
That'd be fun.
You got to send them out for random shit, you know?
Yeah. Hey, can you go get me a Boba Fett action figure?
And while you're at it, I want an Ethiopian clown hat.
Yes, and I would like one Eiffel Tower made from chocolate.
But not dark chocolate.
Yeah. I need half milk chocolate and half dark chocolate mixed together with a swirled pattern. You know what? I'm going to Philadelphia, and that's where they had the Andrew Zimmer's Bizarre Foods place.
Ooh, that'd be
not
fun.
the place, but he had been to the Reading Terminal, and they have a chocolate shop there, and that's where they have the famous chocolate-covered onion. Do you remember that thing?
Oh, yeah.
Did you go see it?
I
It's
love
just,
it.
and this is what cracks me. You do not. No one eats that. This is what cracks me up about the Bizarre Foods thing. Now, people are now trying, as evidenced by the Reading Terminal Chocolate Factory, people are now just trying to make shitty things to be weird.
To cover
Taking
it.
a whole, just take a whole bulb of onion bulb, dip it in chocolate, and put it in the window and go, dare you to eat that. Mm-hmm. So now they're just like, they'll just dip anything in chocolate and say it's gourmet now. Like maybe they should do it with calamari.
That'd be a good idea.
Squid head rings. Chocolate dipped squid head.
Chocolate dipped
And Andrew
calamari.
Zimmer will come over. Yeah, then Andrew Zimmer will come over and eat it. You'll be on TV, and a bunch of people come to your store to look at it in the little window.
You got to add some kind of really hot, ghost pepper. What's with the ghost pepper everywhere, too? Dare you to eat this?
That's because...
So you can shit.
It's been years, though, but wasn't there like this whole rash of videos of people taping themselves eating the peppers and almost dying?
You know what I'm convinced of? That your asshole actually does have taste buds. Because if you eat something that spicy, it's like, holy shit. The next day, Thai food.
Yeah.
Your butt's not supposed to feel like that.
So you have ass taste buds, is what you're saying.
I'm pretty sure they get, spices just boost them.
Another candidate for a show title, I guess.
We got a lot on this one.
Yes, Davin's ass, it's just episode 50 whatever, Davin's asshole has taste buds.
Don't eat the spicy shrimp or the spicy octopus or squid.
I don't even know what to call this episode now. We've wrecked the whole idea. There was no theme to this. It was just you name it.
It's true.
So had no direction. But you know what it is, though? It's pretty much over.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Now, Davin, get out the magic mirror and tell him that you see Bobby and Joey and Julie. No, you don't remember that?
The magic mirror. No, I don't. What's that from?
That's Romper Room. When I was started into that whole piece, I thought that it was reminding myself of the ending of a children's show, like Romper Room.
Okay, everyone.
That's the show for today. Thank you for learning with me today. And now I'm looking through the magic mirror, and she'd hold up like a mirror with no mirror in it, where she could see right through it. And then she would go,
remember that
I
now.
see you, Stephen.
And I see you, Michael.
Peter. Yeah. How creepy is that, too? That's something from a nightmare. Can you imagine laying in bed, and then you just hear that voice? I see you, Jerry, and I see you, Lisa. And you're going to see the end of my shotgun in a minute, romper lady. Terrible.
Hit you with a spicy squid, bitch.
I don't like the idea of her peeking into our houses like that. What is she? Let's ask Dave Shelton who she represents. Probably the NSA. The lady from Romper Room was working for the NSA far before all this problem with Edward Snowden.
And Mr. Rogers, Mr. Rogers was fucking creepy. Why, when you come into your fucking house, do you have to change your little sweater?
You know why. You just forgot. You can't tell me you don't remember when you were like first going, because you're my age, so first going to elementary school, you would actually have school clothes, and then you'd have home clothes.
That's right. We talked about that Kmart home clothes.
Yeah, so you would wear your good black leather shoes and your slacks and your shirt to school, but then when you got home, you had to change into your tennis shoes and your T-shirt with your tough skins. And then you could go out and play.
Hi, kids. I'm home. I've just been abducting children. Let me take off my bloody vest and put on something more comfortable. Oh,
it was mine, and I used to always talk with Mike Novak about this too, because Mr. Rogers on The Simpsons was hilarious. They just had this one little bit where they were saying Mr. Rogers was drunk during one of the tapings of the show, and all you hear is his voice go, "What do you mean I can't take my sweater off? I'm hot."
Fucking lights.
I'm hot.
Oh, God!
The neighbors just loved me on that one, probably.
He reminds me of like a Catholic priest.
Oh, come on. He was a wonderful man. But you do have a point there. If you look at it with the eyes of today, you got like this weird guy that's always hanging around with kids, and the first thing he does when he comes home is he strips his clothes off.
Let's sit down and talk. Let's talk to Mr. Train or whatever it is.
Yeah. Meow, 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 Mr. Rogers, meow. Oh, look, it's the kitten.
Now you have no idea what to call this episode.
Mr. Rogers might be a pervert.
Oh, boy.
Oh, we can't do that too soon. Too bad we didn't skip an episode in between. We could have titled it that. So what do you think? I think we should boost this episode.
I think we have to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm in for half.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Don't relinquish all of our advertising budget, which is like about a Starbucks drink.
Well, I said half. It's not like
yeah.
I didn't put a dollar amount on it. It's not like we're breaking the bank. Let's put it that way.
Right.
It's all the sponsorship money that's coming in. We got all that.
Yeah, rolling in. Anyway, we're actually kind of past our normal time, so we're good.
Okay, brother.
They're going to get all their money's worth for this one. But everybody, thanks for listening to this week's episode of You Name It.
Have a good one.
See ya.